It has been going good on this Sunday afternoon so far. My day's not been really that great. These past 4 days I have just been like a wreck, honestly. I haven't really felt great. But I thought I would go live because, I was debating if I was gonna do a stream or not. Especially with how my condition is today. But right now I still feel good, but right now I'm kind of decent enough where I'm gonna pop in here for a couple minutes to say hey to you guys. Because, I love y'all. And I don't want y'all to think that I abandoned y'all. Like that. So, as people are coming in here, though, please be aware to be respectful and mindful of those around you. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you are one of my returning guests who's been here before, and even for mods too, because some of my mods are returning guests as well, welcome back. Y'all can feel free to ask questions or just say hey, but we're just relaxing in this live, y'all. But hopefully this chat works, because I'll tell you guys this. So for those of you that were not in here, I think Wednesday. Wait. No, Friday. For those of you that were in here the first live of Friday, y'all, the chat did work for only like maybe a little bit. And then I had to reset it like usual because I had a feeling it was acting cray. And then after that, it was just that same old fight with it just being dumb. So, yeah. But that's just what a chat can do sometimes. So, as of right now, we're just hanging in there. We're doing our best. But I hope everybody is staying safe. Jackson, welcome. I think you're new, so welcome. How are you doing? Man, now we're getting 13. Okay, we have 13 people coming in here. Holy smokes. But anywho, man, a few of you got longer names, so we're going to nickname y'all. But how are you guys doing? For those of you that are just typing, just keep doing good. That's all. Thanks. Man, Loka, that's what we're gonna call you because your name's a little longer and it's hard to pronounce. So, that's what we're gonna do. How are you doing? Fit model, I'll call you that as well because, some names are hard to pronounce. So, at least if I'm calling you something in the name, that works. But, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. And that even goes for all the others who are coming in here right now. Hopefully you guys are doing good and staying safe out there. Because, y'all, our generation is crazy with just chaos, Because there's people that are trying to do bad and just, they don't know what they're doing, honestly. So just be sure y'all are staying safe out there. Nia, to answer your question, okay, I've done math in high school. Hang on. 11, to answer your question. But yeah, we're just hanging out, you guys, so. Yeah. I mean, that would have been weird if it was AI. That would have been weird, but it's not, thankfully. Because, people can just you know, they can do crazy things out there. So just please, y'all stay safe out there. Um, but yeah, oof. Um, so just to catch some of you guys up since Friday, um, well, basically, I think Friday. Yeah, since Friday that I talked with some of you guys last, I'm doing not the best, but we're gonna hang in there. These past 4 days since basically since Thursday, I have just been nothing but just waking up. Well, not waking up, but just at some points throughout the day, not like the entire day, probably till today. So Thursday night, I started to get dizzy, and I have also had a headache on top of that. And for those of you that are new here, I have epilepsy, and so for some people with it, not everybody, but some, we can get side effects from the medications we take, and those are two of the side effects we can get from that medication. It's nothing too serious though. Like, it would have to be more alarming in order for me to go, okay, I feel like I need to go talk about this, or, you know. And so I get them here and there, but I feel like this time this was kind of I feel like this is the worst of it, because for me, I usually would only have them maybe for a couple hours to a day. Maybe it just depends. But I've never had this where I've had a headache plus a dizzy spell, aka dizzy episode, at the same time for more than a day. So yeah, so right now I'm just sitting down, not going crazy and stuff like that. Just, you know, I am basically recovering. That's why I titled the stream. So this way I can still say hey to you guys for a little bit, but not feel like I'm leaving y'all behind like that. But, keep going. Thanks. Nia, I very appreciate your response. Thank you for being so kind. Does medical... okay, that last part I can't pronounce. Help. Is it available there? I don't know what that... I'm trying to read what that is. Sorry. With me and my disability, I do have a learning disability outside of my epilepsy that gives me a hard time to understand stuff. But I honestly don't know. Weed oil works in a second. Huh. Interesting. Man, voice crack. Excuse me. Man, how do I say your name without me going crazy? But, anywho, I'm gonna fix my hand just so my arm. Just, you know, you gotta alternate a little bit in between stuff like that. But I mean, y'all, what I've been doing, for those of you that are curious here, I took, let's see, a Motrin this morning, which Motrin helps pretty good with headaches. Like, that's one of the medications I find helpful, because it works a little faster than other meds would do. That's my opinion though. For me at least, it does. So, but it just depends though too how bad it feels. And so I probably took that around at least 7-ish. Well, yeah, like probably 7 something this morning. And so, yeah. But then of course after that after I took that, I went back to bed for a little bit. Because originally I set an alarm for like 7:05 this morning, just to see how I felt. Because I was thinking about going to church today, but when I woke up though, I just knew my brain could not get the nerve to go. So I let my neighbor know, because I go with my neighbor on Sundays, and letting her know, hey, I can't make it, and so I'm gonna try to go to church next Sunday. But also, luckily, the best part too is they post their service also online. So probably in the next couple hours or so is when, because what's kind of cool is they post it as like a YouTube video of the sermon, so I won't really be missing much, thankfully. So later today, maybe if I'm not too bad, then I'll watch it, maybe watch some of it or so, or watch a bit of it to see how I feel. But that's the best part about some of these churches is they will live stream it or post it as a YouTube video. That is I love churches that do that, because that helps, especially with some of us who can't make it, but also we want to make it, but medical stuff or other things came in, or we just got sick out of the blue. And that's kind of one of the for him. Let me turn this editor lamp on real quick, because over here I've got this one right now. So give me just a minute while I turn my actual lamp on, just so people can see. But I'm gonna walk a little slow so I don't collapse. But what time is it over here? It is 1:51, almost 1:52 p.m. Willow! Oh my gosh, we have a mod in this chat. How are you doing? It's been a while since you've been in here. Holy smokes. Hang on, let me just put this on something. That's good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Hang on, let me look at this chat, because I know people are looking at me thinking, why am I not reading the chat right now? Hang on. Oh, when you have a cool weed, is the solution as those meds on one they just oh, interesting. On this be the one. Man, some of you've got longer names that's hard for me to come up with something that helps me understand it. All those meds on one. What? Yes, okay, I answered you. Okay, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody, let me go up, though. I heard it helps. Okay, yeah, we're good. Sorry, I was making sure that I didn't miss a chat up here besides Willow. So, now we're good. But y'all, at some point in the live stream, if y'all want to like and subscribe, feel free to. I'm not forcing it, but if you want to, you can. It's an option. But right now, all we're just doing is we're chilling out. We're relaxing right now. We aren't going crazy. We aren't trying to be there. Especially with me, and especially the condition I'm in right now. I am not trying to look like, I'm not trying to go crazy active, going bam, 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 or just, what we would do. I have basically about 1,017, like 1.17k on here right now from when I last checked it, which is crazy. Like, we're finally in the point zones now. It's like we're finally in the thousands on here, which is wild. But yeah, that's mine. That's for right now, at least from what I read, which is crazy. But that's because a lot of people like you guys have done, y'all aren't just people. Y'all actually are supporters on the channel, and you actually want to see more out of me. Let me just say this. When people subscribe to a channel, it doesn't mean, just subscribe. It means a lot more than that. That means you love what that person does. You love what their channel is about. You are a supporter of their channel. And, you want to see more good out of it. And so, thank you to most of everybody who has been subscribing since like day one, but also today too, because we get a lot of you guys doing it. So, he's good. Well, actually, I'll give you some updates on him since you haven't been here in a little while. So about a couple weeks ago, at this point now, it'll be a couple weeks now, that he actually had to have he had to go through well, he had to get a cyst removed from, so under his, like, where his right wrist is at, so like right around here area, he had just a medium-sized cyst that he had to get surgically removed the day after he got back from when he and I last hung out, which was which was July 3rd through the 9th. So the 10th he went in and got that removed. Thankfully, y'all, to everyone in here, thankfully he did get that removed, because from what he's told me is, if he told me that if he were to slap it, like hit it with anything heavy, because we all know a trick where we can slap it if it's not crazy enough and it will go off. They said if he he didn't though, if he were to hit it with anything like that, y'all, apparently what he told me was, I guess there were 3 inside of the same ones, like smaller ones in the same area, that was literally near an artery. So y'all take that in your heads for a minute. Think about that. If he were to, he didn't though. But if that were the case and he did, oh, y'all, my thoughts would have been either he would have been bleeding out, or worse condition by tomorrow. So thank God, y'all, that he did not slap it with anything else. And I'm thankful he did get it removed, because that just would have, that would have made me went crazy at that point. But y'all, I'm not crying saying this, that's fine, I'm not gonna do it. But man, y'all, let me just say this. Throughout his recovery though, y'all, probably the first couple of days of his recovery, there were at least a few points throughout the day where I was crying a bit, just because I loved him, and just, I did not want him to see, but y'all, it was crazy, because that same day that he had the surgery, he and I were talking on the phone on FaceTime that same night, and y'all, I did not think he would have to be in a sling. So he ended up being okay, cool. But yeah, y'all, he was in a sling for, I thought he was gonna be in that for a few weeks, but thankfully it seems like it was only gonna be for almost a week, or at least a few days after. So luckily it wasn't that bad. But it was like 4 days of his recovery process that I was just, there were a couple points, not all day, but some, where I was a mess. Like, I was crying myself like crazy, and just because I love him, and and everyone, it's more of the love care cry, where you wish that you were with them. Everybody gets it, because you wish that you were with your person, but you can't, because either you can't drive, or you aren't really able to yourself because of things. And so it was hard for me not being with him throughout it, but luckily I was able to ask him how he's been doing and stuff like that. And yeah, I was a total mess for those couple of days. Even it was crazy. But luckily it was this past week, actually the week before this past week, he was able to get it, the sling off. So I was thankful. I was like, oh, praise God, because it was chaotic. And then last Monday, he was able to get all of the stitches that he had, because they had to stitch where it was for it to heal. So he was able to get all of the stitches removed from that exact location done. So I was thankful. And so even I'm just thankful, y'all, that he went. I'm just thankful he did it. Because if he didn't, y'all, oh, imagine how worse that could have just been. Hey there, Char Char. That's a cool name. Oh, you're so sweet, though. How are you doing? I can see you're new, so we've gotten a lot of new people in here. So that's awesome. Because for a community like this, that's all I want, especially, is for growth. Because a channel's not just a channel, you guys. A channel is also people. Like, we bring people on here so we can grow it. Because if we just had a channel where it was just maybe, let's say 60 people, we can't just have the same 60 come in and be like, hello, like normal. You know, that would just be weird over time. So it's good to expand channels like that and go boom. Like, y'all, look at us right now. At this point, currently, we're only 1.17k of you guys, so that is awesome. So the more growth we keep getting, the better. Because, you know, a community is not a small group of people. It's also bigger as well. Like, I don't, you know, that's just what we do here. So, but how are you doing? Y'all, let's go. We have 4 likes in here. That is crazy. Man, pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But I get up slowly for just a minute. I'm getting hot. But, yeah, pretty crazy, in my opinion. Oh, right now I'm impressed. I'm standing here not feeling like I'm gonna collapse. But, anywho, so for those of you that are coming in here, we're just relaxing right now. Especially I'm doing that while I'm recovering from just what's been happening to me these past couple of days. But, yeah, these past like 4 days, it's just been nothing but me feeling like crap. But at the end of the day, luckily I am not. Luckily today there's nothing really fully on the agenda that means I have to really be alarmed at until Tuesday. But thankfully that gives me 2 extra days right now to continue what I'm doing and not feel like I'm having to be rushed. Because, you know, I was going to go to church today, but then when I woke up from my alarm this morning, I couldn't. Because I was just not, even right now, I'm not really in the best condition. But yeah. Y'all know, because y'all would know if you're not in the best condition or not. When you wake up by your alarm, go, okay, yeah, I'm not going to even go at this point. Because I feel like this. And plus, y'all, I have been in my pajamas since last night. Yeah. So basically, half of the day, I have already been in my pajamas, not even kidding. But I mean, that's the point, too. When you don't feel good, sometimes we do not feel like getting in normal day clothes. Like, that's okay. Like, that is seriously A-okay. Because, I mean, you'd rather be comfortable than not. You know? Like, I'd rather be in something comfy than laying in just, you know, other stuff. And plus, pajamas like these are super comfortable. And they still look cute. Like, you still get that cute vibe still without looking typical, you know? Like, y'all, I've got a softer, thicker version of this layout, but it's a shirt and pants version. That's basically, that would be good for like winter and stuff like that when it's like super cold. Like on those super cold days. And then I've got this, which I can wear year round. And then I have another dress that's long sleeve. Eventually, I might have to update that one soon. Um, but I do love this one because I can wear this one year round without having to, you know, feel like I had to wait a certain time of the year just to throw it on. And then I also do have a shirt and shorts version too of this as well. Weston, dude, it's been a while since you've been in here. How have you been? I've not been doing too great. I've just been trying to recover from what I've been going through these past 4 days. But yes, Weston, I do remember you. It's been a little bit since you were in here. My goodness, that's crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's good. That's crazy, man. You and Willow have been coming back, so man, both my returning mods. But yeah. Hey, life happens. It's okay. We've just been doing the usual, so don't think it's, don't think you've missed much. We've been doing just what we would do on days that I am on. Just talking, questioning, all the jazz. So, my summer's been doing pretty good. I've hung out with my boyfriend a few times throughout the summer. Like, he came out here this month, actually, which was from July 3rd through the 9th, which was amazing. And then he's coming back out in little over probably in a week. At almost a week coming up, which I cannot wait. Hey there, Adis, I can see you're new. That person, I am taken though. What is my dad doing? But anyway, okay. You know what? My mods are locked in here, so I'm not gonna deal with you. Jill, welcome in here. I can see you're new. Just be like, well, excuse you? But, anyway. Yeah, I'm not dealing with craziness here. I went to a summer camp. Oh, that's cool. How was it, Weston? Camps are cool. I really don't go to a lot of them. I mean, the last camp I probably went to was probably youth camp, from what I know, which was a few years ago. That was more when I was a youth member, and I was a youth at the time, which it was fun. That's good. I'm glad to hear that it all went well. But yeah, he'll next be out here from August 4th through the 11th. So I'm excited. So, excuse me, gosh. So I am excited we'll be getting him back out here. That's good. You should be meeting a lot of good people because they're the best people to be around, not people who are gonna be idiots. Which, idiots are not the best people to even be friends with anyway, because they're just gonna do nothing but bad to you. Because, I'd rather be friends I'd rather have friends who are good to me than not. Because if they're not gonna be good to me, then what the heck is the point? What did you do for the 4th? Weston, actually what I did for the 4th of July was me and my boyfriend actually watched fireworks in our neighborhood, and it was amazing. I will tell you that. So, everybody here, me and my boyfriend had our first actual 4th of July together this year. It was supposed to be last year, but he went to a camp last year, so he couldn't physically be with me. So, this year was our first 4th of July together. That I can't get over that. So, actually, I will show you guys pictures from it, too, for those of you that are new. Let me just pull them up real quick so you can see photos from it. So I've got quite a few. So this was one of the photos we took. This was like morning of the 4th of July. So we were just hanging out in the backyard. And yes, you guys, we're both wearing matching shirts because I actually bought him this shirt for his birthday. That was about a month ago. Which actually was which was like the end of June. Now I'm going to show you more though than what I'm just showing you. This is another one too. Well, you can't see because of the angle, but we're both sitting on the couch with my dog. I really wish that they would make these a lot easier to see. Okay, what the? Hang on. Give me just a minute. Something wants to keep acting up. So give me, what the heck is, excuse me. Hang on, it's one to, yeah, let me just refix it, because, here we go. Let's see if it's gonna work now. It was one to act up. But like I was continuing, there we go, now it's working. Like I was gonna continue to show you guys, then this one, which was the night of, basically we were sitting there watching the fireworks. Like, actually no, this was a couple minutes before it started, but we were there before it kicked off, which was awesome, y'all. And then also, actually, here's some action I can show you too. So here's some of the fireworks I've took pics of that I liked. So that one, this one. There's a few that were my favorite out of these. And then this one, which was sick. And then up here, I think this one, I'll need to look back. This one was sick. I'm trying to make sure I skip it. There's this one too, which, a few of these were like love scenes in my head. Even this one too. And then also, another photo of us too from the 4th, which was me and him, because we went to this, because there's this one little, like, we have a clubhouse in our neighborhood, so people can actually spend the night there and do parties and such like that if they wanted. And so that's where we all watched the fireworks from, which is like the best view in my neighborhood to see them. Yes, I've got a boyfriend there, Jill, for those of you that don't know me, except for that's for a lot of my new people who do not know that. So but yeah, he's truly amazing, you guys. And then also there's this photo of me as well, which just, I mean, he's the best boyfriend in the world, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss any of us. But yeah, those were all the photos I took from us, but also firework related too of the 4th of July. So actually, Weston, maybe what I might, because let me tell you this, for some of you that were here, only a couple of you were, but not everybody. But for those of you that were on my live for a couple of days from his stay this month, some people on here actually got to meet him through the stream. So, for example, whatever people named Alex got to meet him, Mel, which is one of our newest people, got to meet him, and a couple others as well. So definitely stay tuned somewhere from the 4th, anywhere from like the 4th to the 11th, because there might be a couple days where I will come on here and have him again tag with me, so y'all can say hey and ask questions. And just so people know, it can be him related, it can be me, or both related. It doesn't have to be specific. And we had a good audience of people who did show up for those too. I did have to I don't remember if I had to reset it, but yeah. How long? We have been, oh gosh, 35 minutes, so not that long. Which is pretty good, you know. And for those of you that are also asking how long we've been together too, we've been together for a year and a half, almost 2 years. So we will be officially 2 years within like the next 2 months. That's insane. I'm not gonna freaking lie. Yeah, so people that were thinking, yeah, so we not, yeah, I mean, y'all, he's my longest relationship, for those that are wondering, because one of the guys I dated in my past, y'all, he was good at first, but then he turned into the typical jerk that some of them can be. Which, at the end, I was thankful that he did leave me, because he really was a super jerk. Like, half of the men. Not everyone, but some of them can be. And I'm thankful I landed with AJ. And actually, for those of you that also kind of want to know our backstory too, y'all, we actually met in high school. So we actually were really good friends when we were sophomores in high school, because we both had the same English class that year, and then again junior and senior year, which is crazy to believe that. And I had no idea my senior year he was gonna be the person that asked me out, but also, y'all, let's just say our love story also came with a twister. Because let's say the week he asked me out on was the week of homecoming. And y'all, for people who never experienced homecoming or never had it, y'all, homecoming is a big deal. Especially for people that do ask each other out on that or ask them to homecoming the same week. It's a big deal. And so it was wild. So he asked me out. So the day he asked me out was September 18th, which was a Monday of homecoming week, it was unexpected. Like, I had no idea that I was gonna be getting asked out. So it was crazy. Like, it was definitely pretty wild. For those that are asking how all that was. And y'all, for everyone who was wondering how old we were at the time, we both were 17 at the time. So I was almost 18. Like, I was at least a week or two. No, it was like probably 2.5 weeks away from being 18. Because, yeah, anyone who doesn't know this, yeah, I'm a year older. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. What did he do to... Well, Jill, what he did, for reference, he has ADHD. And even my boyfriend has ADHD, but there's two differences to them. But what my ex did, though, he's typical, like they can be. Like, he wasn't always, he was good at first, but then as it was going by, he started to really show his actual true colors at that time, which was not the way I was suspecting it to be. Like, for example, he actually, like, I wish he was the person that would, like, come and support me at things, because actually, y'all, that same year I was dating my ex, y'all, I was on the color girl team. So I would be performing on Fridays and sometimes Thursday nights. And I really did wish he would come to at least 1 or 2 games to support me. But even though he was a theater tech kid, so even I got it a lot too, which I didn't think it too much of it. But what really he did, though, was, he would be what exes would do and just act stupid, be dumb. And what's funny was, y'all, one day specifically, I decided to pull my hair down just to see how he react. And he loved it. And he's like, you should wear that daily. I'm like, okay. So I didn't take that as an offensive thing. The funny part was I ever since then just had my hair down. until the day he and I literally broke up. And I'm like, it's going back up. And so, yeah, he was just one of those exes where, and also he does have anger issues too, so doesn't explain all of it. But yeah, like I said, he also has ADHD. But at the end, I'm thankful. Like at the very, even though y'all a twister too, I mean, luckily he did save my life because I did at one point during his and I's relationship, I did have an epileptic seizure in English class. But now let's just say he and my now boyfriend both, and yeah, for anyone who knows this, yeah, him and my now boyfriend were both in the same class with me. So they both witnessed it a little bit. So now my right now boyfriend's dating the girl from the seizure incident. So it's crazy to think that. But Mangus, welcome back. Man, we're getting a lot of the mods back. Let's go. But yeah, it was wild. Yeah. So if y'all think behind your heads for a minute, it's like, what the heck? Exactly, a long time no see. How have you been? But I mean, you know, some exes can act like a fool, and that's just what they do. Sometimes, not everybody, but a couple can be. Oh, you got fired though? What? Oh, was the job I guess you were working at not the best, or what? Mangus. I mean, right now, y'all, I'm doing a lot of my job stuff through counseling to actually do help that way. Oh? Oh, God. That's crazy. But anyway, so, I'm trying to get into a good position. But yeah. So. Oh, really? Dang. I mean, some people can be crazy like that. So I don't blame you one bit. But hopefully my future job, hopefully I'm not getting people who are gonna act up like that at me. Oh God. Man. Yeah, that boss is definitely crazy. Because he has that position, so what the heck is he thinking? Y'all, I don't know what people are thinking these days, because just because some of us can work there all the time does not mean we take their spot. Unless we get promoted to it. But the majority of that, the heck are y'all doing? Because they're crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I'm getting an itch now. So dumb now. Yeah, I don't know why, because at that point, definitely sets alarm bells, because I don't know what he's doing, but he is definitely crazy, for sure. So, yeah, I'm definitely glad that you did get fired, because, oh, man. I mean, not a lot of people would even do that. I can't always say, oh my God. Jill, there are so many people in high school that say the craziest slangs. Like, the only ones really I use really is slay, because it's more of like, it's like, oh, you look really good. Like, I only use just the normal basic ones, not the extreme chaos new ones that are out there. And so, honestly, Jill, I don't know why people are starting to use more weirder terms, but It's just this generation. It's crazy. It's just what they're doing. Don't know why. But I mean, even I used to be a high schooler before, and even I know what that's like. So trust me. That's a character. Huh. Interesting. See, some of us in school might not know it, but unless somebody knows the whole behind it, they were like, okay, well, good to know. Yeah, for example, that's what I use all the time. Because it's not an extreme crazy one. It's more of like a positivity one where we're going. Like an example of that would literally go, this girl just slayed her outfit, or or she's slaying that whatever she's wearing, or stuff like that. Because it's not like a weird odd kind of one. It's more of like a positivity, like cool excitement kind of one. Where like if somebody were to look at me and go, "Girl, you just slayed that performance," like that. It doesn't sound weird or odd to anybody. It's more of a positivity, like excitement kind of one. And so, yeah. Man, my hair's a mess. I'll tell you that. Boss baby, how are you doing? I can see you're new. So welcome. Maybe we got a lot of new people. That's good. Because the more new people we get, the better. Because, yeah. I mean, there's people out there that can be crazy all they want, but at the end of the day, I'd rather not. I seriously rather not. But yeah. Yeah. Do you like... To answer your question, I'm not really a huge anime person. I mean, I know for, I think, a fact, my boyfriend's brother, I think he's into anime. I think I know. But, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not really a huge anime girl. But, yeah. Well, that's cool. Yeah, my boyfriend's brother, I know for a fact, loves it, and I think a few other people too. But, yeah. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know a lot of it, so it's like, people gotta get me on the nerve of it. But, I mean, with me, I'm really more of just like, the fun side of me. Oh, that's cool. And so, but yeah, I mean, with me, I am basically just more of like, just your average, just girl who really loves doing all good stuff here. Like, for example, I love looking cute on occasions. I love, basically, I love to draw sometimes too, but not like extreme, but like a good medium. Sometimes, I do like to paint. I'll say that. And I'm not an extreme intense one painting here. I'm more of like just like the normal medium level at it. And so, yeah, but also I also love to do my own makeup sometimes too, like for events or for church, or just anything casual, So like an example, I can say for example of that would be like, I love to figure out what makeup style I want to do that day, or because that's really me, because it's fun to do, but it's also nothing too crazy as well, and stuff like that. Yeah, let me see. I've got some. Let me look. So let me find them real quick. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in my drawer, so give me just a minute. see. I've got some. Oh gosh, hang on. Let me come down here because there's so many things I've got in here. Or actually, let me go into some of my other stuff from like school years because that's where I've got some of it as well. Hang on. So, give me just a moment. Man, there's so much going on here. Okay, here's this one. I'll show you guys. So, hang on, let me get to a good little bit. So, excuse my light in the background. So, hang on. Okay, so here's one of them, y'all. So, I was a sophomore, and I actually did this in art class that year. So, but what we had to do is we got to kind of draw a little whatever we wanted to from a site. Like, you could pick different things out of it. And so I saw just a pretty cool flower I saw. I'm like, you know what, let me draw that. So, and for people who are asking what medium I used on this, I used oil pastel. But yeah, what was kind of cool is we used oil pastel for most of it, except for like the pencil outline. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And even, I need to look and see, because if I still have, I think I still have the photo of me holding it too, but I can look and see. But I've got a few other ones too, because, you know, that's just me going back a few years. But, hang on. Let me pull it up right here. I'll be right back. Let me see. I can pull another one out real quick. Here we go. Yeah, I've got a whole ton in here. You know what? I'll just show you. Actually, we'll show you this too while we're at it. So, and I also did this too because, you know, so even I got to decorate my own portfolio. So I did my name and drew all kinds of cool little things on it as well. Yes, I've got 3 of them actually. But yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's also like one of the coolest things too, is you also got to decorate your portfolio however you wanted it to. Let's see, I'm gonna find another art piece in here I did to show you all as well. Oh, here we go. I can show you all this one too. Then I also did this one too. So basically we drew those shapes and shaded the outline. I think we got to choose kind of what color we wanted to do it in. So I did mine in like blue. And so that's the point of the shadow perspective. Yeah, crazy. Oh, I don't know how I did that back in the day. But let's see, I'll keep showing. Cause I've got a lot from like my sophomore year that I did as well. So let's see what else looks cool. But yeah, I've done a whole lot too those years. Oh, what else looks cool? I can show y'all. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I think this one's cool too. I can show you all. Then I also did this one too. So, in this one, so this one's kind of similar to what I showed you in the first one, but just 3 of them in different colors. So again, I also use oil pastel and use Sharpie as the outline in it. That was actually my favorite. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, looking at that now. It's crazy. I'm now looking back at this from sophomore year, and just that's crazy. That was me sophomore year doing all that. Just looking back at all of it. Let's see. Anything else I want to show you? This one I'm gonna show you. This one was also cool too because what we did, I kind of made that a sunset background, by the way, y'all. What was kind of cool was we did this one project where, like, we basically had to choose what was our favorite, like, outdoor activity or something we like to do outside. And so I would sometimes like to go on the slide back in the day or from our childhood. And so I made this like stairwell and then cut out like I drew out like a chunk in a magazine of a slide and cut it out to put it out like this. But it's neat. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So it was literally like a collage we kind of did that year as well. And so, but yeah, I mean, y'all, I've done a whole lot too. But I'll tell you, in general, I just do just basic, just little things, nothing wild. So, yeah. But yeah, that's just a couple to show you guys. That's so itchy. But yeah, that's just to show a couple different pieces. There we go. I'm assuming this one. But yeah. Yeah, we're just chilling out, y'all. Alright. Let's do this as well. But yeah. So let me see. I probably will show you guys what my dogs look like as well. Okay, so this is Maverick. He is a Shih Tzu. He is literally the old man, y'all. So for those that want to know age of him, he is 13 years old. He will be 14 on my birthday, which is October 1st. Let me see. I think I've got my other 2 dogs, but I'll have to see, because some pics in Gerard Elite. Okay, here's Baby, y'all. She looks a little cuckoo in this photo, but that's just one of her funny, iconic moments. But this is Baby, and I think she is, 8 years old. I think 7 or 8 years old now. Or not. I forgot. But I think she's 7 or 8 this year. And she's also a Shih Tzu. Now let me see if I have a decent pic of my 3rd dog. Let this guy see. Because some pics I kind of delete, but not all of them. Of just things to save storage. But I will see got something. Oh, y'all, let me show you this. This is Maverick again, but y'all, this is one of the funniest pics of Maverick I have. But y'all would think he was attacking her hand, right? But he's not. I think she was playing with him. My mom was just playing with him one day. And when I took the photo of him, I caught that photo at the right second. Because from everyone else's standpoint, you're looking at him thinking, attack mode, but no, he's not. It's too cute. Oh, it's just like the two cutest photo. Oh, Maverick. That's just too funny. Ugh, man. Okay, yeah, I don't think I've got a picture of Missy, but she is a German Shepherd mix. So she's part German, part Malinois. So she's a full German Shepherd, but only things that make her part Malinois is her snout is longer than an average German Shepherd snout. Because the German Shepherd snout is more medium and more rounder. A Malinois is more longer and pointier. So hers has a little bit of a point at the end that make her part Malinois. And then also, y'all, I will show you this too while we're in here. I'm just trying to see which one I want to show you guys. But y'all, this is my ex, Jeremy, for those of you that want to see a pic. This was us in our dating timeline. Like, this was, I think, October 6th I took this. And this was a couple days after I turned 16. Which, he was also a part of culinary as well. So that's why he looks like he's in a uniform in this photo, is because he also did culinary in high school. And also, looking back at this, what I think is kind of cool is that he and my boyfriend both did some kind of school activity. So, for example, he was in culinary, but he also was a tech theater kid. My boyfriend, I know for a fact, for a couple of years in high school, not all of high school, but I think the first couple of years in high school, he was in orchestra. And even in middle school, he told me he also was in orchestra as well. And y'all, when I was in middle school, like 6th and 7th grade, I was in choir. So he and I, for one fact, have that music background. We both did some kind of music back in those times. But also, I was in color guard the same year, and even in this timeline too, when me and my ex were dating. So, and actually, I will show you guys a pic of me in that moment. So, this was me and my aunt this was like the first game I performed at. as well, which, y'all, I was 15 in this photo, by the way. Like, I was almost 16. Oh, that's cool. Do you have a boat? No, we do. I mean, well, we don't have, like, a big boat. We have like, maybe just, like, a medium-sized boat that you can that only 2 people would be able to sit on. But not, like, anything huge or anything. Though. And then this is another photo. I'll show you guys. I'm in the very back right. I'm right there. But this was going to, well, we were actually just coming back from a competition. But, y'all, I was on the non-competitive team, so I don't perform in competitions. I kind of wish they would have made something like that. But, I mean, I kind of think why it was because I kind of did suck. I mean, I would be off count, not trying to be, but my learning doesn't click immediate. And then here's me again, which I look too cute. And then, let's see, I've got a few other photos too. What else did I got? This was also my ex again, which he's literally too crazy. And then I'll show you another as well to keep. That's him too. Look a little wild. Then actually I will show you guys a picture too of me and my boyfriend as well. But y'all, this was my boyfriend and I the day of homecoming. Like, this was the day we went to homecoming together, which, y'all, oh my god. It's just so crazy. Like, that, yeah, so for those that want to know what we looked like, that's what I looked like. So, I told him, what was funny was, I left school on a Wednesday. I think I took the day off school on that same Wednesday, so the week of, to go shopping, because everybody knows how homecoming and prom dress shopping goes. Is you're looking for a specific one, and trying to get all of that sorted out, and then that way I can tell my boyfriend, hey, this is what I ended up going with, which I said the color, but didn't show him what it looked like till I saw him in person. But yeah, we just look so good. Just, so crazy. But literally too chaotic. Juice, please. How are you doing? Oh, Jamie, welcome back. How are you doing? Sorry, it's been a minute. Just trying to look through people. Yeah, a lot of my return people are coming in here. That's awesome. But hopefully you're doing good. But yeah, I mean, y'all, it's just too amazing to look back at all that. My hair is so crazy, so ignore that. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm so glad this chat is up and working. But anywho, yeah, pretty cray. But anyway, try to make sure I don't miss anyone else's response. Maybe we have 7 likes. Let's go. Alright. Sorry, I was just making sure I didn't miss anyone else's response, because sometimes people will say stuff, but it will be hidden in between other comments. So it's like, just making sure I did not miss anyone's Oh my gosh, look how crazy this hair is. Oh yeah, look at that. But luckily there's an easy, simple fix by I'm gonna close this thing too. So Jeff, how are you doing? I see you're new. From looking at the comments. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Gotta come in here and fix my hair real quick. Just to retie it back. Nothing too crazy. Oh, awesome. Thank you. I very appreciate it. Oh, I gotta fix my hair real quick, y'all. Because especially sitting and laying down a lot, it means there's gonna be little hairs poking out. There. Now we're good. Okay, now we're not gonna look so crazy. But, I'd rather get that fixed now than me just regretting all that within 5 minutes. So, yep, just did it while it was there. So, we're good. But, anywho, how have you been doing, Jeff? It's been a little bit. But also for everyone who is in here, though. Hopefully y'all are doing good, too. But right now I'm just sitting here now, just actually not trying to go crazy at myself. Just because these past 4 days with me, it's just been nothing but just trying to get better somehow. Just because I've been dealing, just because I've been having dizzy spells back to back, and then of course a headache on top of all that. And same on day 4 of that, which right now I think it's not too bad. But, right now I'm still, today's kind of been the worst day with it, though. Because when I did wake up this morning, y'all, felt dizzy, it hurt, and I'm like, yeah. So after my alarm got off, when I woke up was actually when I turned off the alarm. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I am not gonna make it to church this morning, because I'm not gonna get up for that. Just because of the state I was in. So I was thankful I skipped Bible study originally, because normally I would be waking up at 6:05 in the morning. Just so usually that way it kind of gives me a couple extra minutes of sleep, but to where I'm not too exhausted. But yeah, so, yeah. But, yeah, so when I woke up, I just knew I still felt dizzy and my head was still hurting. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna even get changed. Because at that point, I needed to recover. It needed for me to feel better. Because, even coming up because for me, on Tuesday, I am doing an assessment for Texas Workforce Solutions. Because I've been doing a lot of my counseling through them, which helps a ton with people with disabilities get jobs, but also they help you get skills prepped and what you need to have to do it. And so I've just been doing the assessment part through all of it. So now we're at the actual stage where they see we're within few job positions that we look at, see which one I do best in, and then at the end when it gets finished, we'll all kind of meet back with my counselor, talk about it, and then go from there. Because, And also it feels like I'm at least a step closer than where you would be if you were doing it just the usual route, which after the last interview I did, I was not gonna keep doing what I've been doing because at this point there wasn't much I had to really do. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go into do Texas workforce because I cannot do it anymore. And I mean, I'm glad I got help. I'm glad I got help because A, I feel like it's less stressful for me, but also Texas workforce also stands up. It's like they stand to employees and management and people who work for places and go, hey, this person is not like y'all's typical coworker. Like this person, she's not your typical coworker that would work for you. She learns differently here. Like she doesn't learn at a fast pace at all. Like she does not learn quick. Like she ain't a fast learner, but she is a good work coworker, but she may not be fast paced that way you want her to go to. But just give her time and she will understand some of it just by doing it one step at a time. So they do pretty well at stuff like that. So if and I'm glad that that's a thing because I'm not trying to keep doing what I've been doing and just end with nothing, you know. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to be in that last spot and just go, okay, what the heck am I even doing? Because y'all, I'm almost 20 here, so and that's a good thing too because even they help out with teens and young adults and adults as well get jobs and also feel good about it too. Because, it's like the best part. Like I'm glad job therapy is a thing because they know how you are, they know what you're going through after explaining what you've been doing. And like I said, I'm glad job counseling is a thing because y'all, if job counseling weren't a thing in general, then we would be screwed. Like we would absolutely be screwed right now. Like I would be screwed at this point. And just be like, okay, am I just got to go the old route or, I'm glad they do because you need, if you feel like you need to get the help, do it. You might feel good about yourself at the end of the day. Like, I feel like even for me, I feel pretty good that I chose to get counseling for it because I was not just about to screw up anything else or not even screw it up, not just do that, but to feel like I'm back at first base, because I rather to me feel like I'm a step closer than a step back and not feel like I'm not having doors getting shut to me because right now I feel like I've got doors that are opening slowly but surely. I'd rather have that moment than have doors shut in my face for no reason. And I'm just hitting dead end after dead end and not opening up to another road. But yeah. So yeah, we're just chilling. But anywho, man, it's almost 3 o'clock over here. But anyway, man, we have A-Links now? Crazy. But, so, Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for right now, but I will next be on here on Tuesday sometime. So I'll see y'all